La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah. I bear witness that Allah is God and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last prophet. Praise be to Allah. We seek His help and His forgiveness. We seek refuge from evil of our own souls and our bad deeds. You will believe, be mindful of Allah and His just due, and be sure to devote yourself to Him until your last day. Be mindful of your Lord who created you from a single soul, and from it He created a mate. And from the pair they spread countless men and women worldwide. Be mindful of Allah in whose name we make requests of one another. Beware of severing ties with kinship. Allah is always watching. Whomsoever Allah guides, none can lead him astray, and whomsoever Allah leads astray, none can guide. The truest of word is the book of Allah, the Quran. The best of guidance is the guidance of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The worst things are those that are newly invented, and every newly invention, and every newly thing is an innovation, and every innovation is a going astray, and every going astray is in the fire. I say to my beautiful Muslim brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay. So I'm gonna talk about today. I'm gonna speak about a couple of things. Alhamdulillah, I get the privilege to speak today. Okay, we talk about repentance, al-tawbah, and we talk about a prophet, one of the best prophets that's known to the Muslims, Christians, and the Jews, Prophet Ibrahim. Alhamdulillah, Ibrahim. So first, al-tawbah, al-tawbah, the repentance. See they were tried every year, once or twice. Yet they turn not in repentance and take no heed. So this one I read today. Actually, this wasn't what the cook was gonna be about, but I read this today when I do my daily readings through the Muslim app Pro, and it just pulled up to me because today, alhamdulillah, I turned 42 today, alhamdulillah. So I know we done last year. We went through a lot of tests last year, alhamdulillah. So this year I'm looking forward to them. I'm looking forward to them, and I know we have the remedy for it. Allah blessed us, alhamdulillah, with the remedy for it. And the Quran says we will be tested in faith with death and hunger. Many people are going through this right now. And we get tested every day. We lose loved ones, we lose materials, we lose even sometimes we lose our spirit. And alhamdulillah, we have the book and we have revelations and prophets that went through it that's able to pretty much we're able to learn from their past, present, and our future shortcomings. Possessions, and we know the only thing that we leave with on earth is our deeds. So every day we should strive to be, the best of people that we can possibly be. We should always strive to be better than ourselves today. We should try to be tomorrow, our better selves tomorrow. And I look forward to Fridays. Alhamdulillah, I look forward to Fridays because on Fridays I get to see the Muslims, my people, alhamdulillah, and I get to, I get to replenish every Friday, because I know we go through our weeks and our weeks be kind of, crazy. We go through a lot of drama. We go through a lot of stress. We go through a lot of we go through a lot of fire. We go through a lot of fire, and we go through a lot of fire, and I look forward to Friday so I get purified, and a lot of things that goes on in the world that we seeing today is the earth replenishing itself too. The fires, the tornadoes, the natural habitats that sometimes we get caught up in, the floods and everything. That's just the world pretty much replenishing itself. Now I've come to you a messenger from amongst yourselves. It grieves him that ye should perish. Anxious is he over you. To the believers, he is the most kind and most merciful. So from that, it pretty much speaks to me because, you know, I know sometimes we don't portray the images that we should be portraying as Muslims. Kind, courteous to everybody, not just Muslims, to everybody. You know, and I know with my experience, it got me a long way, you know, and I learned that from the elders, you know, kindness, you know, courteous and mannerism will get you a long way. You know, I know sometimes we lose sight of that because we get caught up in the, you know, the social medias, we get caught up in the world, we try to match energies, you know, we try to match energies, and sometimes we got to reflect and say, listen, like, this is not, you know, and I know even for myself, it's like when I portray good energy, sometimes I could be going through a lot of drama in my life, and when I still be positive at the end of the day, I still get positive results at the end of the day. You know, no matter what, it's like, you know, and that's what we're supposed to be as Muslims. We're supposed to represent not what you wear, not how you dress. It's supposed to be how your character is, how you portray yourself to people, how people see you. So even when they're around you, it's gonna be contagious to them. So they'd be like, oh no, I see how the brother is. You know, I said, let me get myself together. It's like a reflection of yourself. Like, you know, I'm bugging out. You know, if everybody's calm in the room, you see somebody acting out of character, they're gonna look, oh, what am I doing? They're gonna catch themselves like I'm bugging out, like, you know. Even if you give them that look, like, now, come on, you know what you're supposed to be doing. And that's our angels talking to us on our right side and our left side every day, you know. And what am I know? Oh, so let me get to the khutbah. So the khutbah, Allah speaks about a man that is a nation. Pretty much, this man is a nation within himself. You know, like I said, the man is loved by Jesus, Christians. He's loved by Jews, Christians, and Muslims. You know, Prophet Ibrahim, who many consider as, you know, Allah's friend, pretty much. Allah, through the Quran, he speaks to Allah a lot through the Quran, through revelation, to trying to find himself. And Allah called him the Khalil Allah, the friend of Allah. And I know we all would wish to be the friend of Allah. You know, we all would wish Allah to call us out his friend. You know, and what much is given, much is tested. You know, he's been through many tests with his son. You know, with different experiences. You know, with his beliefs, with his father, with his families, and one of his biggest tests he had was, you know, he was tried to go through the fire. You know, go through the fire. One of the biggest fires, and when he was put to the fire, you know, he never questioned Allah. You know, he said to Allah, Allah suffice, and dispose of my affairs. So he was alright with it. He was alright with going in the fire. He's alright with going in the fire. So he was content. And sometimes the fire, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like me, I was in the sun. We was in the sun last week. We got burnt up a little bit. You know, and I told my wife, you know, I was joking. I say, you know, I'm dying, you know, because she see me peeling and stuff, you know, I'm like, so she see me peeling, I said, nah, I'm just getting new skin, you know, Allah's rejuvenating my skin, and he's giving me a new coat, you know, he's giving me a new coat. So, you know, sometimes we have to see the fire, even with friends and with family, with people that we be around, you know, we got to see who's there for us when it is fire. We see people flee, we see people that's supposed to be friends, we see people that's not supposed to. So you really get to see who's your real people when you really in the fire, you know, when it really get hot. So when Ibrahim was going in the fire, Allah the Most High, he told the fire, Allah the Most High told the fire to pretty much be cool and stay. Allah told the fire to be cool and stay, you know. So that was like, to us, is like, sometimes we get upset, you know. Sometimes, even myself, I get anxiety. Sometimes I be like, let's go. But we on Allah's time. We not on our time. We gotta realize that. But the best thing, you know, even like our E-man right here, like, he's always super cool. I be like, yo, brother, he don't get mad. Like, he just be, Assalamu alaikum. Be like, yo, brother's super cool. Like, people be like, why the E-man? I'm like, no, he's supposed to. This is how we supposed to be. Even successful people, when they doing business, they say the most successful people are calm during turmoil, because you're able to think more, you're able to sit back and look, like, and maybe to see, you know. Even me, when I was upstate before, you know, we was upstate, and a lot of people used to be, you know, I did some time with that. We used to be in the day room acting crazy, and people was like, yo, why y'all so calm over here? You know, y'all Muslims are so calm, and they would gravitate to that, like all the bloods, all the big, you know, homies, y'all so calm. You know, we eat because we was able to see better when you calm. You know, and even I caught myself today, I was like, I got it. Come on, let's go to Juma. I'm about to be late. I don't want to be late. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of things, you know, the wife be throwing in my way. I just be, you know, be catching them now, learn how to catch them, you know. But, I had to catch myself. I told myself, I said, I'm about to do. Stay calm, you know, just remember, stay calm in the fire, you know. Allah, this is a sign, stay calm. So, yeah, like I said, you know, like Allah says, you know, and even Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says, you know, the best advice was don't get mad. You know, the best advice to the believers, to the ummah, was don't get mad. You know, don't get mad, because when you get mad, you lose your character. And you could say one thing that could push you all the way back, like forever. You know, forever. I lost my notes. I just started flowing. Yeah. So Prophet Ibrahim, you know, Prophet Ibrahim was one of the good prophets that we should follow and we should model behind, because blessings. Okay, and so yeah, so pretty much the true wealth in society is being grateful. You know, that's the true wealth. Is being grateful and being content with what we have. Sometimes we look at others and we think we should have this, we should have that, we should do this, we should be doing this. No, we should be doing what we strive for. You know, we should be doing what we earn and what Allah blessed us to have. You know, yes. So yeah, be grateful, and Allah will bless you with more. Every time I be grateful, every time I'm content with what I have, Allah blessing me with more. You know, and even just setting an example for family is like, you know, just being appreciative of the small things. Like this right here, we have a small community, but this feels like a family to me. You know, we there for each other, and sometimes, most of the times, I know sometimes you could win a war better when you're a smaller group than a bigger group. You know, and yeah, we just have to, you know, we just have to keep, you know, striving to be the best Muslims that we can be. You know, inshallah. And it says in the Quran that man can have nothing but what he strives for. For that fruit of his striving will soon come to sight. Then will be the reward, with the reward complete. That to be the Lord is his final goal. And with that, only way to get that is through patience and perseverance. Planning and keep striving. You know, every day in life is a striving. Only time you really content, the only time it's over is when you know, is when you're going back to Allah. You know, He's judging you what you did on the face of this earth. You know, so we should always be content. We should always be grateful with what we have, because we don't have to have anything. We don't. Right now, we could be outside, you know, somewhere where they praying in the mud. You know, and I experienced that last week. We was out in Florida. You know, sisters was out there asking for money, saying their family they went through a lot of stuff, but they was, you know, they working on Mars, but I know some places in the world is bombed out. You know, people can't even get water to make wudu. So with that, you know, we should definitely be grateful for, you know, the brother Ibrahim, the brother, you know, the family that's holding it down, holding the fort down for us to have something. You know. Assalamu alaikum. So Prophet Muhammad says, this ummah is one body. If one part hurts, we all hurt. Meaning that we can't we can't separate ourselves from the rest of the Muslims in the world. And sometimes I know we feel like, you know, we need this, but I realize that we are who we think we are, right? If we think we less than, then we get treated less than. If we think we more than, then we gonna get more than. You know, and a lot of times I know we separate ourselves, we say we did this, but at the end of the day, everywhere we go, we say Assalamu alaikum. It's not on us if they don't receive our salams. It's not on us if they don't greet us back the way we're supposed to be greeted. We did our just due. That's not on us. Once we give the salams, we get the blessing. You know, if they don't want to touch our feet, that's on them. But I noticed that in some communities, it's some brothers that do embrace us too. Like, yo, listen, I know what y'all go through. I know what y'all been through. You know, we're here to reach out to y'all as well as a community. And sometimes we're not there to receive our blessings. You know, a lot of y'all pioneers don't put the footwork in for years. You know, y'all put the footwork in for years, but it's a disconnection. I believe it's a disconnection because I remember growing up, we used to have, you know, steak and takes. We had the big E's. We had the big, gift giveaways, the bag giveaways, just the community, just the dawahs, giving the community love. You know, not even food. You could just give them love. Just tell me, listen, this is what's going on. I don't really see that no more. You know, I don't see it no more in none of the mosques that we in really. I'm not gonna say none of them. I seen it when we went to Philadelphia for the Eid. We went to Philadelphia. And we went to Jersey, South Jersey, and they was doing that. You know, even we was going through some things. Even my wife and I was going through some things. You know, and the way it's supposed to be, she reached out to the imam. You know, and we had marriage counseling. A lot of us need that too. You know, stuff like that is priceless. Because you know who's to tell where I would be right now if he didn't sit us down and speak to us about, you know. Everything is a struggle, you know, but we need to have more of that because a lot of people are looking for guidance out here in the world that we live in today. We see our communities. Everybody's like, right now it's kind of like old days. Everybody doped up. I drive in the morning, you know, when I'm up in the morning, I say everybody's zombies, and it's looking like, yo, they need guidance, you know. And I know a lot of your elders went through, you know, y'all went through the phase with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, where he took dope heads off the street and he gave them the remedy. Brothers is there. So I see the brother, you know, they got the temples and everything. They're not doing that. You know, I see the papers every now and then, but they not, you know. And we have the remedy. You know, we have the remedy. We have the book. We have the Islam. We have the stories. We have the credentials. We just not putting the work in. We just not persevering. I'm saying, I'm speaking for myself as well. I could be doing more. I see myself. I could be doing more. I did marches here and there, but that wasn't enough. We can't just keep marching. We can't. Martin Luther King was doing that, you know. And Malcolm X said something. You know, he said either we at the table or we on the plate. Which one are we gonna be? Either we gonna be at the table or we gonna be on the menu. You know, so I know we have something great here where, you know, everybody's here, devout believers, everybody's here. I believe it's love in the room, because if not, people wouldn't be here, because they know we all got to pray, we all got to answer to Allah. So I know we all here for a cause, but we need to do more. We need to do more. We need to connect the ties with the youth and the elders. You know, we got to give y'all just due. Y'all held the fort down for us. I'm saying, y'all kept that line straight for us. I'm saying, y'all still putting work in, but y'all gotta sit down and start coaching us too at the same time. We need succession plans for the community. What are we doing? What are we doing now? What are we doing next week? What are we doing next year? What are we doing? You know, what are we doing? We have to set community goals. We have to set statewide goals. We have to set universal goals. We have to set international goals. We have to think bigger than what we are right now. That's the only way to really see things into fruition. You have to see it bigger than it is, you know. That's how the world is built, you know. That's how they're able to come to our communities and our countries and build big mosques like stadiums and stuff like that, because they sit back and they plan and they plot and they read the Quran, they listen to the Prophet Muhammad, and they go in no fear. So inshallah, you know, I know it's kind of short. I think it's kind of short, but I don't know. Alhamdulillah. Hopefully it's effective, you know, because I don't want to give a long, you know, I don't want to be too long, get everybody tired, you know. Sister Aisha, she's falling asleep. Alhamdulillah. Aisha said Prophet Muhammad was a walking Quran. You know, he's a walking Quran. You know, his energy, his faith, his everything. He's a walking Quran. That's our perfect example. Nobody knew Prophet Muhammad when he was in the trenches. He was in the trenches with everybody else. Nobody knew he was the Prophet Muhammad. He wasn't bigging himself up like that. You know, he was right there with everybody else. So we need to really just, you know, humble ourselves and, you know, inshallah, try to, you know, love our brothers the way we love our brothers, check on our brothers and sisters, you know, our brothers and sisters, start checking up on our elders, you know what I'm saying? I've been here holding the fort down. We need to start doing more. We need to provide transportation service for our elders. We need to start reaching out and see what they need, you know. We need to start doing more. And that way we'll get blessed more. You know, because Allah's watching us, you know, Allah's watching us. And we're going to be asked about these things. You know, we can't say we ain't heard it because I'm saying it now. You know, alhamdulillah. So, you know, I just pray that everything that I said today, good was from Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything I said that was foul or wasn't good, that was from my own weaknesses. And I pray that our men are able to be men, and our wives are able to be proud of us. Our children are able to look up to us and take the fort and carry on the things that we left off. And I pray Allah blesses our community to be the leaders of this next generation, the next community. And we're in the right place through Albany. This is where the laws is made. You know, a lot of times if we can't beat them with the hands, we could beat them with the pen. You know, the pen is powerful. We need to start being more of these community meetings, all these political meetings. We need to start showing up. You know, even with these other spiritual teachers, we need to be in there with the Jewish community, you know, because they all fighting for a common goal as well, which is the goodness of the earth. You know, I have friends that's Christian, I have friends that's Jews. You know, I'm Muslim and they know I'm Muslim. You know, but at the same time, it's like we have to be able to show up. We have to be able to show up and start to change some of these laws. Even my daughter in her school, it's like we have to be able to be in these school systems. I went to the school system last year to to a board meeting. Nobody was there. Albany High, nobody was there. We went up there. I got his book up. It was a board. Nobody was there. And I'm like, this is crazy. It was a white guy from somewhere else. I don't even know where he was from. I tried to reach out to him. He reached out to my wife. I'm looking like I wasn't even there. But you know how they feel about our women at the same time. And I tried to tell her that, you know. She's like, nah, it ain't like. I said, listen, I know how men think. Disregard me, shook my wife's hand, started talking to her. And I'm like, you don't even see the father here. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But that's how they look at us. Like, we not even present as men. So we got to start showing up to these board meetings, to these school council meetings, because that's where they start with the youth. A lot of things, and we growing up, y'all covered from us. We couldn't see that. Now it's just like everything is crazy. Like the kids is twerking, the kids is going crazy. And it's bad. It's like it's no more shame. There's no more innocence no more. So we need to really get into these school systems and to be short, you know, long story short is I was told that, you know, even being in the Nation of Islam, you had to write a certain letter to get in there. You had to be at a certain mind state to even get in there. So we need to really follow that model and start, you know, really using that model and using that blueprint, you know, and using that pen game, you know, because I know a lot of y'all teachers, educators, we need to start doing that. Start having Sunday classes, inshallah. Even if it's not this Sunday class, let's start picking that back up, you know, and see where we lead up, inshallah, you know. But we gotta at least strive. We gotta at least persevere, be patient and persevere. Inshallah. So may Allah forgive us for our shortcomings. May Allah bless us and expand our deeds. May Allah expand our hearts. May Allah open our hearts. May we check on our brothers and sisters. And may we show charity. A smile is charity. A smile is charity. You know what I'm saying? A smile is good. It's healthy too. It make you feel good too. You know, that's charity though. Let's start smiling more. Let's start asking each other, how you doing? And start really listening to what the people, how they really doing. Don't just say like, how you doing, and just keep it pushing. Like, how you really doing? Because some of us could be going through a lot mentally, physically, and spiritually. You know, a lot of suicide in the community, a lot of drug, a lot of stuff going on in people's minds that we don't really check up on. We need to start checking up on that. You know, we need to really start checking up on that. So, like I said, let's be Muslims. Let's try to spread the word. Try to spread the energy. Even if we're a small group, sometimes less is more. And yeah, let's strive to stay together, inshallah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Oh Allah, please forgive us for our sins and have mercy on our soul. Bless us which is good in this life and the hereafter, and protect us from the torment of the hellfire. Amen.